Time now for your San Francisco Giants post-game recap. Brian Professor B. Davis with Satellite Digital Media News. The San Francisco Giants in the third and final game of the three-game series end up winning a thriller 8-6 over the Philadelphia Phillies as the Giants, by Paul G. Jung, had a big two-run home run in the 10th inning. After the Giants squandered a big lead, they ended up squandering a 4-0 lead. At one point, it was 5-2 going into the 9th inning before Giants closer, an all-star closer, it was Camille Duvall, had his 7th blown save of the season as the Phillies were able to come back and tie it, like Yogi Berra said, like deja vu all over again, with 2 outs in the 9th inning. The Phillies scored 3 times in the bottom of the ninth to tie it at 6-6. Then the Giants scored 3 times to go up 8-5. The Phillies end up scoring once in the bottom of the 10th, and the Giants, in a must-win game, the Giants able not only to win, salvaging the final game of that 3-game series, but salvaging the road trip, going 2-4 of the road trip. And at least 3 of the 4 games on that road trip had been decided by at least 3 runs or less for San Francisco either side. So the Giants were able to hold on to win 8-6. Also having a day at the plate was Kyle Schwarber, who went 2 for 4 he ended up having a home run in the contest, his 34th for the season. Trey Turner also homered, and then Bryce Harper hit a big 3-run home run to tie it with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Giants always had been the big-time Giants killer going back to his playing days with the Washington Nationals, and the Giants were able to escape with a big win. Michael Lorenzen, who was acquired in the trade from the Detroit Tigers at the deadline, did not figure in the decision. 5 2/3 innings pitch. He gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 3 with 4 strikeouts. And the Giants were able to take the lead. They lose it. They end up winning it. They showed a lot of resiliency Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. So let's give you the final totals of the ball game for San Francisco. They end up winning the game, and they end up with the final totals. San Francisco end up getting it on 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors. For the Phillies, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The win goes to Jacob Junis. His record improves to 4-3. The loss goes to Craig Kimbrell. His record falls to 7-4. Ryan Walker picks up his first save of the season. Time of the ball game was 3 hours and 38 minutes before a paid crowd of 33,035 at Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia. So with the win, the Giants go to 66-61. The Phillies drop to 69-58. As we take a look at the Satellite Digital Media Major League Baseball scoreboard, take a look at the scoreboard from during the day. The Giants do pick up on some ground in the wild card. Taking a look at the scoreboard for the Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. The Cubs were victorious over the Detroit Tigers by a score of 6-4, and then it was also the San Diego Padres shutting out the Miami Marlins 4-0 down at Petco Park in San Diego. And then the Cincinnati Reds winning 9-4 in that first game of that doubleheader of the scoreboard. And then also some other, and then in the that was, and then also the right, and then also you take a look at the standings of the National League wild card chase for San Francisco. The Giants, with their victory, are now back into that wild card hunt. They're now dead even, tied at 66-61 in a three-way tie for that sixth and final playoff spot. And remember, the Giants do play the Cincinnati Reds to their next homestand right after the Atlanta Braves series for a 3-game set next week at Oracle Park. And the Reds for the Giants would right now, be right there in a three-way tie for the final spot. They trailed the Cubs for the 5th spot by 1 game. The Giants will play the Cubs for a 3-game set 2 weeks from this coming week, right after Labor Day weekend. So the Giants still are alive and well. They will will enjoy their off day, and then they'll get ready for an important homestand coming up. The Giants will take on the Atlanta Braves for a first of a 3-game weekend series, and on Thursday, or off day on Thursday, but Friday there'll be a 3-game weekend set at Oracle Park. Friday will be Orange Friday. Saturday will be an afternoon game. They're giving away the San Francisco Seals Negro League jersey giveaway for the first 20,000 fans, and then on Sunday, it will be ESPN Sunday night game. 4:10 is the first pitch for that game. Then they'll play 3, wrap up that they'll play 2 with the Reds, 6:45 both next Monday and Tuesday. Then the Wednesday afternoon matinee affair will be at 12:45 Pacific. Then they'll head on the road in about 8 days from now to take on the Padres for a 3-game or a 4-game set in San Diego, and then they'll wrap it up on that road trip when they play the Cubs in 2 weeks' time. Once again, the final score on Wednesday afternoon at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Giants salvage the final game of the road trip. They defeat the Phillies by a score of 8-6 in 10 innings. For now, I'm Brian Professor B. Davis, and so long. You're listening to San Francisco Giants post-game recap on the Satellite Digital Media News Network. Baby, go Giants.